Considering God of War is saturated in Norse mythology and callbacks to Kratos' storied past, it's really no surprise that people are beginning to dig up Easter eggs. Most are hiding away in plain sight, a cliche phrase, I know, but considering that I know for sure that you've been staring at least 2 of them for a good knows how many hours, it's especially true in this case. Here's 11 God of War Easter eggs we've spotted. Just be warned, there are some considerable endgame spoilers in this video. Before you visit Brock's shop and buy Atreus a set of much needed new clothes, take a close look at the ones he starts off with. Around his hips is tied a red and gold sash with a geometric pattern, otherwise known as the loincloth Kratos used to wear when he was rampaging around Greece. I don't know if I can picture the emotionally closed off Kratos we saw at the beginning of God of War handing the cloth to Atreus with gravitas, so it seems more likely that his mother Faye crafted it into a sash for her son. Aww. While we're on the topic of clothing, to find one of the best secrets, all you have to do is switch your attention to Kratos. You'll see red leather straps underneath his leather waistcloth. With a golden stud at the end of each one, they're left over from his costume in the previous God of War games where he wore a Spartan skirt underneath his loincloth. Guess he's finding it pretty hard to let go of the past. Either that, or he didn't see the point in throwing away perfectly good leather, which sounds just as likely, to be honest. Avengers Infinity War and the devastatingly powerful gauntlet that it centres around has transcended movies to also appear in games, and Sony has joined Fortnite in paying tribute to Marvel's mega movie with this God of War Easter egg. Complete Sindri's family business quest to get the shattered Gauntlet of Ages, which has fragments of its former strength scattered throughout the realms. There are 6 special enchantments that can be affixed to the gauntlet, and if you fill all 3 slots, the gauntlet can fire a purple beam. You know, just like Thanos. Thankfully, those exquisitely carved masks don't just disappear into the abyss when you sell them to Sindri or Brock, as if you keep an eye on their shelves, you'll see the artefacts proudly displayed in the background. The brothers did pay pretty good money for them, so it makes sense they'd want to show them off. Poor boat captain, this unlucky soul has been featured in all the God of War games so far, and Kratos has always been the subject of his hate. In the first game, Kratos let him fall to his death, he killed the captain after he was summoned to fight him in God of War 2, and in God of War 3 you find a furious note from him. The latest game is no different either, as one of the treasure maps references the boat captain's ruined ship as a nifty little Easter egg. The poor guy just can't catch a break, can he? Kratos has some daddy issues, which really isn't a surprise when you consider the fact that his father Zeus is a megalomaniac. When you're on the boat out of hell, you see an illusion of Zeus and Kratos fighting, a direct replication of the final boss battle from God of War 3. The camera snaps into first person as you see Atreus recoil in horror at the sight. This is the only time during the game that first person is used, just like in God of War 3 when you see through Kratos' eyes as he delivers his finishing blows to Zeus. When you're fighting the stranger at the beginning of the game, if you look at the rock you're about to smash him into with the tree trunk, you'll find it's actually a bit of the secret mural from Jotunheim. Who knows how it got there? Although, considering Faye's gift for prophecy, as she definitely knew what was on the cards for Kratos and Atreus, she probably found a way to put it there. As we're on the subject of Jotunheim and murals, translating the text beside Kratos gives you the name Farbauti. In Norse mythology, Farbauti is Loki's father, which makes sense now that it's been revealed that Atreus was going to be called Loki. The Jotunheim murals even explain why Faye called Kratos Farbauti. It means cruel striker. She obviously knew of his fame as a great god killer thanks to her Jotun gift of foresight. Now that we're on the subject of family, one of the sweetest God of War Easter eggs is that Kratos has a nickname for his wife, Faye. Her full name is actually Laufey, who is Loki's giantess mother in the Norse myth. As Kratos is a Spartan, he could call Laufey Faye for short to be more efficient with the words he uses, similarly to how he calls Atreus boy. Or it could just be the closest he gets to a pet name. Either is quite sweet. Peer at the opening screen and you'll see 2 wooden carvings of Kratos and Atreus. Look closer at Kratos and it almost seems like he has an eye patch over his right eye. You know who else is missing an eye? Odin. Later on in the game, Kratos also journeys around with Mimir's head attached to his belt, who gives advice to the Spartan. Odin does exactly the same thing with Mimir's head in Norse myth. Could Kratos and Odin be one and the same? After you fight the trolls of Ash and Frost in Tyr's temple, Kratos says,
I have beaten bigger.
He fought a titan, so he's 100% right to be a bit cocky. Atreus replies with,
Purely trolls.
sounds familiar, right? That's because it's almost the same phrase the Hulk mutters in the Avengers after smashing Loki into the ground at Stark Tower. As Atreus is destined to become Loki, this little nod to the movie is nothing less than bloody brilliant. So, that's all the Easter eggs we spotted in God of War. Let us know any you saw in the comments below, click the box on the left for more content from us, and don't forget to hit that big button in the middle for more gaming news, reviews, previews and features right here on Games Radar Plus.